just thank you so much. With us being able to learn and is our life path is truly a blessing in so many different ways. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you. Even if it has something to do with the positive feedback that you're giving me on the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very uplifting, informative, gives you good insight or good vibrations you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even fellow empaths that are going through, trying times and need spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm listening to in the background, I had to turn it down a little bit because I wanted y'all to be able to hear it, but I didn't want it to, you know, um, drown out the message you're trying to get to. It's called Clear Your Mind Meditation. 3.9 hertz plus 417 hertz remove negative energy, 432 hertz destroy unconscious blockages. Yes, you need to leave those doors open for the good things to flow through. And the video I'm about to do is Twin Flame 101. Heyoka's Dark Night of the Soul in rare form catapults you to sweet elevation. It is so true. It was like I noticed that when I take that time out to really, recharge, give myself self-care, and start getting so many downloads, so many upgrades, as well as, visions. Like I noticed that a lot of times, through that time of, working on myself, I started staring out of space, and then all of a sudden I started getting these crazy visions. And it's like through that, I was seeing us as empaths. I see us with these big, our big, our wings and stuff like that, and we were really going through it. It's like we were like in a fetal position. And then I seen Batman, the symbol of Batman, but that lets me know it was like Dark Night of the Soul. It was like I seen all this darkness that was pulled out, and it was like in a rotation. It was so beautiful. It was scary, but it was beautiful at the same time, because as you seeing yourself as that warrior, what I was seeing from a bird's eye view is like the warrior was in a fetal position, but it's like the Dark Knight, had his hands over you or over us, and it was like sucking out all the bad stuff that, is really took us there. But it was recycling into light, those are the things that we've really been going through. I mean, it's just like people I connect with, it either drains you, sometimes it might make you step back into old habits or, thought patterns, or, just things that, it's time for us to start doing things in a different way. It's just like everything is about to be brand new. It's just like, but you have to allow yourself to you engulf in that pain, but being able to allow yourself to really face what has really had you stuck. Really face it. And it's just like these are the things that are strengthening you. They weren't here to hold you down, for you not to grow, for you not to get stronger, for you not understanding your purpose from a different perspective. And those are the things that happen. A lot of times it's hard for us to be able to see traumatic situations in a positive you know view, because it's so busy. We're allowing that energy of what that situation has done to us, and it was just like times I was really, I mean, when I tell y'all I cried to the point where my eyes were swelled shut. But I knew this situation at that period of time, even though it was like really raw, really like harsh, this is something I had to face. I can't allow myself to keep running from things that I didn't know that was still deep rooted, because it's just the fact is your universe will allow you to know we're proud of you. You have been changing for the better. You have been shedding from faucets that are no longer serving you. You're allowing the old to you're allowing yourself to separate from the old, but it was just like things that you may be and may have been unaware of that you were still holding on to. They needed those to be gone completely. They don't want you to even hold on to nothing that was not serving you in that positive light, positive vibration. Those are the things that were there to strengthen you. You know what it is. If you know, it's like if you don't know the characteristics of dark night, because a lot of times it's like, because even friends that I'm just like, now connecting with, or there's people along the way I've connected with, and I'll tell them, hey, you might be going through dark night of the soul, and they'll be looking like, excuse me, what? And it's like a spiritual attack. It'll have you looking at everything that has been traumatizing or really flipped your world upside down, that has really messed you up in the worst kind of way. It wants you to face everything. These are the things that makes you a warrior. They're you put being put in, you know, memory battles just to be able to reflect the strength that you carry. And at times it's really hard to do that. At times it's really hard for us. We can reflect the truth out to other people, but at times when it's time for us to face the music, when we truly need to, sometimes it's hard to do that. Because it's like us as empaths, we can tell everybody else their problems, but when it comes to yours, sometimes we get stuck and confused. Like, okay, how am I going to be able to get out of this? And it's just everything that we're looking for is already there. You just have to be able to sit with yourself and really, not to keep on allowing yourself to keep going on in that repetitive loop. It's like, when you're holding on to things like that, it's like us being in a hamster wheel, but you got all this to explore, but you're allowing yourself to stay in that hamster wheel. And anybody ever seen a hamster going in that wheel, it'll wear them out, but they ain't going nowhere. And it's just like when we think about things we can no longer change, and it's just like I got to that point where I got fed up with my own self, like ready to knock myself out. Like me and myself was about to start fighting. I'm like, look, I want to have my happiness in life. I've earned this. I've worked hard for that, you know, but you have to allow those things that has really messed you up to let you go. I mean, let it go. Those things I forgot all about, and they start coming up. I'm like, where is this coming from? And it was just like everything is being sucked out of you. Anything that was negative, hurtful, traumatizing, sadness, ugliness, it was whatever was dark that was holding you down, they're taking it away. And a lot of times when it comes to the surface, you might think, is this something that I was thinking about and I wasn't aware of? No, it's just when those blessings are on its way, things that you've been manifesting, they're the angels and the archangels, as well as your spirit guides, and well as your past loved ones, are there to let you know you're not going through these alone. I know it was crazy the other day. I was really feeling sad, and just talking to the universe, talking to my loved ones, because I felt everybody here with me, and it really made me emotional. Because it's like when it comes to the holidays, I never really cared for them because it always reminded me of the family I never was able to deal with, or family members that, was really, held dear to me. They're no longer physically here. So it was just like I was going to my laundry room. My laundry room's outside of my garage and everything. And I went to go put my clothes in, and I had to go to the store. And now, mind you, I already put all my stuff in the car, but I went to go, turn the washing machine on and everything like that. And then when I came back, it was this big, beautiful feather that was sitting on the car, knowing I know good and well it wasn't on the door when I went out there the first time, but it came there right when I turned around. And you talking about my heart just sunk. Now let me know, you're not doing this alone. We all have your back. We have a mission for you, but for you to have that mission, to be able to help others that are coming along your way, you need to be able to help yourself as well. You can't help other people if you still messed up. you know we're all learning the same way. When you're allowing yourself to work on you, ready to build yourself up to how you're supposed to be. At times it feels like our lives are falling apart, and it is because you're everything that was manufactured in a way just to control you. All these things are just like breaking away from you, you're freeing yourself for you to be able to build yourself up the way you were supposed to be. along with your truth, your strength you carry, as well as, the light you reflect out. All those things are by what are you doing to uncondition yourself to be able to know you of your rarest form, your truth, you know. And those things weren't meant to come to you and be easy. No. That's where the realness comes in. When you really allowing yourself to see everything that has transpired into your life that brought you to this very point that you are right now. It's like Armageddon. You're in that new gauntlet, and it is trying to tear you apart in every kind of way. But that's where your strength comes in, because it's like when that happens and you have faced everything that has really messed you up, traumatized you, is when darkness comes along and tries to throw something in your mix where it comes from your past experiences, as well as your ego, or negativity, or it's just even universe is testing you by bringing old situations back to see how you're going to respond to it, or people that has really messed you up in that way. Allow yourself to see, when you come in connection with people of your past, are you going to allow yourself to engage in that? Because when you allow yourself to do that, even if you see somebody in the store or something like that, I've been in situations like that where I told myself, like, shoot, I ain't about to let nobody from my past mess with me, or, I'm not going to allow them to steal my joy and stuff like that. And the universe is like, okay, how about I just orchestrate a little something, something just to see how you're going to respond to it. And I was just looking like, you know, maybe looking like, it's like tunnel vision where, things just zoomed up, and it made me feel like, dang, that really caught me off guard. But when I looked at it, I didn't allow it to change my what do they call it? Allowed my body language to change. Didn't let anything shake me up, because it's like that experience I went through. Yes, it was very hurtful, but it's like my energy is no longer on that situation anymore. I allowed it to basically show me how, people can be. But for people to be when they can take you through certain situations, that is very hurtful. You have to understand that's their way of doing things. That's how they have been able to do it. Just like with me, if I, help somebody along the way and knowing that I can bring happiness in their life, that's what gives me power, because I know I'm impacting somebody's life in a positive way. But if it's somebody who's a narcissist or a sociopath or a psychopath, they're dealing with hurt fragments of their life. That's what gives them power. When they know they can make somebody else feel small, they get their energy from that. They feel invincible when they do that, because that's what kind of vibes they want to give off. And those type of people you have to really pray for, because they're doing things by their insecurities, their flaws that they don't want to own up to. And I mean, you can't hurt nobody. You can't, I mean, that you can't allow yourself to hurt from those type of people, because those are things about themselves that they really don't like. I've been in situations like that recently, and I had to really pray for folks like that was trying to come back in my life. And I'm just like, my energy is not there with anybody anymore. I'm good. I'm just trying to work on myself. That's where my energy is self-improving, and not allowing myself, to get wrapped up and consumed in other people's insecurities when it comes to me. Because there's a lot of people that might admire you just because of the fact is you've been through so much, and you're still trying to view life as a better something that you're trying to bring forth to be positive. And some people because they would, and I said this before. There's a post, and I truly understand, I truly live by that. you know um oh shoot, I was about to forgot what I was about to say. But it's just there's a lot of times when people envy that. They really can. And I'm the type of person, when they work overtime on trying to throw you off or block you, they need to use that same type of energy is to work on themselves. Now, a lot of people don't like that. When you're upsetting somebody just by saying hi. A lot of times you don't have to get back at people just for you moving on and you keep going. That's the best revenge you can ever do. Allow yourself to move on. Let go of what they try to do to you. It's like my power, the situations I've been through, I'm not going to allow that. That's not where my head is at. I'm not about to do that. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. A lot of people want to take your spot, but they're not willing to do the things you had to do to get that spot. They don't want to go through change. They don't want to say that was me, or why couldn't that be me? Why does it have to be them? Why not? I mean, you could be doing that too, but it's just like, there's a lot of times people will come in connections with you and use so much energy to try to throw you off your game when they can use that same energy to heal them so they can get on top of their game. But, it's life. You know what I'm saying? That is really life. So allowing yourself to really heal from everything that was supposed to be there just to strengthen you, for you to allow yourself to see the light that grows into you every day. When you're allowing yourself to open up and allow yourself to heal from things that's really, damn near suck the life out of you. That's where your strength is beginning. You're transforming to the better. You're being uniquely you. I mean, there's a lot of things that has happened in our lives that, that has really happened. But don't allow that to stop your shine. Don't allow that to stop your growth. I mean, there's so many people I come in contact with and it's talk about, Roz, I've been reflecting my truth. And all of a sudden people get uncomfortable. People are going to get uncomfortable because your light is showing their true demons they hold inside. And they don't like that. People get rubbed the wrong way and they feel like we're arrogant. We're bragging about stuff. That's not even it. You had to go through your things. You had to go through hell and high water. You had to go through the depths of hell. I mean, faced demons, really, and subliminally, but that's where you get your edge from. With us being Heyoka is we mirror things that people do not like you calling them out on, especially them narcissists. They don't like it when you put up boundaries. I'll put them up real quick. I'm like, nope, 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 and they get mad about that. You're cutting yourself away from people that all they did is have opinions about things, but they were those supporting the haters. They were there, oh, I'm there for you, and this and that, and made sure that you were very well giving. And I always tell people, no matter how sweet you are, don't ever let somebody know what your plans are for your next steps, because they will make sure that doesn't happen. I had to learn the hard way, because you would think, oh, that's my friend, I've been there, for them, and I know they won't do that for me. I know they won't do that to me. You'd be amazed. Even your closest friends, it's like they're not trying to do that, like, they're going to stunt your growth, but just the energy they're carrying where they feel like they need to be competitive, that type of energy can just block your blessings that you have coming in, that you've been working hard for. I mean, whatever is going to be for you will be for you. They may be able to slow it down, but they can't deny you of what universe and God has in store for you, because when they see that you're doing your leg work with the light workers, or you're allowing yourself to you know show your blessings off to mankind, when you're allowing yourself to really go through things, but not allowing yourself to be consumed by mistakes or being set back. Because a lot of things, things will be coming at you like you can't breathe or whatever, because there's so many blessings that's getting ready to come to you, and your biggest oppressor is going to be that thing that's going to catapult you. Because when God say yes, nobody, it don't matter who says no for you. What's happening is going to happen for you. And don't allow yourself to let you be that reason why you're not getting that, because that's the reason why all these things are coming up right now. And I know there's a lot of people I've been connecting with, and they were like, Rosalind, everything seems so heavy, or why does everything seem so intense, or I'm getting drained from my job, what should I do? Universe, when they're shaking stuff up for you, and it's like when you come to your job and you're tired of being there, or you got to do certain things just to stimulate yourself to be there. Like when I had my jobs going there, I used to smoke hellified weed, or I was I was popping Xannies like it wasn't even funny, because I got tired of dealing with that. Because I said, I'm like 2 shots away from slapping the hell out of somebody. Allow me not to, this is my money, I can't affect that. But that's when things start getting hard, because this is not what the universe had for you. They want you to be somewhere, number one, where your gifts can come into play with what you're doing. And two, they want you to be somewhere where it's not feeling like you're being pressured to do that. So there's a lot of things, when you're trying to understand, because I know there was some comments that's been, that's on my comment thing that I need to answer, that I'm going to do after I finish doing my next video. But there's a lot of things that the universe is trying to guide you towards, because if this is not for you, when every time you're dreading to go to that job, and the only time you can get a peace of mind or a breather is on your days off, oh, trust and believe, universe is going to have things. And I've seen it happen so many times, especially now, where there's people who are like, Roslynn, I got fired, or Roslynn, they keep writing me up and saying I'm one more out the door. Because if you didn't have those things happen to you, and and universe didn't add that weight to you, you would still be there at that job cussing and fussing and just like, oh, I hate this job, all those things, because there's something better for you down the road. But you have to allow your, they found out who I was related to. I even had nasty bosses like saying, sexual explicit stuff. Oh, I used to have dreams about your daddy. I'm like, oh God, don't give me a visual. You about to throw up at my own house. I had issues like that. And it would be that point that I had a so-called friend that went back and told them that, because she was the one who helped me get the job. She saw me beat the hell out of somebody else when they brought up certain things about my dad, and she knew that was a trigger for me. So when she seen that good things was happening for me, she gave them, you know, ammunition about things that they know that can trigger me. And I said, all right, why would they feel like they gotta bring something like that up? You really trying to push it. I was like, I hope your insurance is paid up, because it was just too much. And then when I seen when she was working overtime to trying to get me out the door, because she seen I was a post, you already know I'm not that one. I'm not. You don't show fear towards me, no matter how big you are. I don't feel like that. But it was like at different points, like they already seen what she was doing. And next thing you know, she comes talking to me, and she was like, oh, I lost my house and this and this and that. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. I feel bad for you. But she got quiet because she's an empath like me. And she trying to feel like, oh, did I put some roots on her? No, it's just the fact that she was jealous of me about. They don't realize when people do that, they don't know that they're sitting up here, messing up the own blessings they took for granted. Because like when you're trying to stop somebody else's money and trying to involve that, and it's like the same people that was all at their job, people come, well, okay, because they came time for me when I got tired of them doing that, and I said, before I come out of character on you and flip this whole damn building on y'all, because I'm that type of one. They know, that girl knew how when I get angry, it's like Incredible Hulk, and that's not something I want to pull out. I don't never like being pulled out of character. And I said, before I pull out of character with you and end up having to find me some bail money to get out because I don't crack your daggone cranium into a different place, let me go ahead and quit. I had quit. The people kept like about $900 for me, and the woman was like, "Are you gonna come back up here?" I said, "No, because if I come up there, I'm about to put my foot off, and too many asses up in there. So I'm not gonna. What's for me, you can't stop what's for me." Not even about 4 months later, they done told me all three of them done lost their job, and I was like, "Well, it sucks to be you," and kept doing what I got to do. So it's just like everything comes to us for a reason. Everything has a lesson to learn throughout those type of situations, and it's just you have to allow yourself to know, these are the things that I need to heal from. These are not the things I need to constantly keep holding on to. These are not the things that I need to, look down at my life about certain things that other people reflect towards me. And it's like, you shouldn't do that. How you feel about yourself and how you reflect towards yourself is what's important. Your worth on how you feel about yourself is what's important. When you're putting boundaries up for people, that's what you're supposed to do, not, walls up where you're allowing yourself to, because so many things hurt you, but allowing yourself to say, hey, it's you can't respect me and what and what I'm about. I can't have you in my life. God bless to you, but I'm doing me, and continue to do that, because you have so many things that's about to open doors for you. So you had to go through this time for you to go through all your healing that needs to be healed. You have to allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself not to stop your own flow, because a lot of times we can hold on to things and don't realize that's closing doors for us, was maybe about to bust wide open. But it's just because of the things you're like, oh, I remember this and this and that. And this person did. And I did that to myself. So when I allowed myself to see, yes, these things did happen to me. Yes, it was very traumatizing. Yes, it felt like life wasn't unfair. It was so unfair to me. Life has been unkind to me. But when I see the impact I'm making on other people's lives just because of the mishaps I've had in my life, just because of the things that I have went through, that I had to be comfortable about opening that door. Because there's a lot of things I don't talk about, because it's just like, if I'm going to be over that, I'm going to be over it. But if I'm going to use this as an example to help save somebody else's life, or allow them to be able to view what they're going through, I'll do that. Because there's so many things I'm so proud of myself from, because I allowed myself to heal from those situations. Because if you look at your life, really look at your life, when you sit there and you're with yourself, when you're trying to heal, look at the things that is happening to your life that other people probably would have lost their mind over. And I really, when there's people that are close to me and know the things that I've went through, uh, and see the things that I've had to deal with, they tell me, Roslynn, you're so strong. I don't know if I could have been able to do that, because there could be things that you can tell me about, things that you have experienced in life. I probably wouldn't have been able. I'm like, shoot, I don't know. But it's like, you have to be proud of yourself, because if you made it this far, you never know what's around that corner for you if you give yourself that chance. You really had to heal from that dark night of the soul. And it's just the things that's been placed on you has made you so much stronger if you allow yourself to just see that. And that's why at times when I go through my situation and really see the things that has been placed on my life, things that I had to heal from, because that it really messed me up, especially when you know that a part of your life or your family that you're connected to is out in the public. So there's a whole lot of things being said. There's a whole lot of things that you've been exposed to that you really didn't want to deal with. But things has been there to where, there's things that's happened in my life, and I just feel blessed, because I shouldn't have still been here for all the things that I've seen, and didn't lose my last mind. There's people that's close to me, and they're, when I opened up and tell them the things that I've went through and the things I've experienced, they were like, Rosalind, you could have been that one that flew over the cuckoo's nest and then got lost in it. But you didn't. You allowed yourself to strengthen. Not every day is a good day for me. Not every day is a positive day for me. But when I allow myself to really know, my situation is going to really take me some places, just because of what I experienced, just because of what I'm willing to talk about, to help people see their way on their path and educate them. I'm humbled for everything that I went through, just to be able to tell people the experiences I've, experienced within my life. There's people that want to tell me stuff, and they're like, Rosalind, if you find out, you probably don't want to be my friend anymore. And I'm just like, maybe just because that's what you're used to, but that's not me. I'm not here to judge anybody. Who am I to judge somebody? I'm gonna sit up here and cast judgment because you sin differently than me? I don't have time for all that. I can help people. I can tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Be honest about it, but it's all about what you're willing to, sacrifice. What are you willing to cut cords with? What are you willing to part ways with? That's up to you. That's really up to you about what you want to do. But when you allow yourself to really see the truth in what it is, even though it might be hurtful, it's allowing you to really heal from the things that is no longer needed. It got you. It got you where you need to be. Now you don't need that anymore. It's time for you to part your ways, because we about to come in 2020. I mean, it's just, you don't no longer need that, because bigger and better is on its way into your life. So allow yourself to be fair to yourself and open up to what life has to offer you. You might be surprised. So I hope that you are able to resonate with the content of this video. I would love to give a post notification shout out, and I apologize, I didn't do my last one. I would give a post notification shout out to Kathleen Held, much love to you, as well as Heather Stroder. I hope I pronounced your last name right. I apologize if I butchered it up. But if this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. Good to have you. Drop me a line so I can give you a post notification shout out. Um, Give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, hit that bell. So you know when I'm about to upload my next video. If you know any other empaths that might be struggling with certain things, tell them about the channel. I may be able to help them out. If you got things that you really truly put it on, I truly understand. But if you want to talk to me one-on-one, you can send me a friend request to Facebook Messenger, not my actual page, but Messenger. I'll accept you there. You just give me a little short thing. Let me know what your issues or questions is that you're really trying to get clarity from, and we can talk there. If you have been sending me Facebook requests, please don't take it personal. I'm just not, accepting anybody on my personal page, but I have no problem with, conversing on Messenger. So, like I said, like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share, post, drop me a comment so I can go ahead and give you a post notification shout out. Thank you so much for the support. And, welcome to the family. And I hope that you enjoy your holidays. Kind of we're about to be stepping into the new year, which we truly deserve, Jesus. Okay. And know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there, you know, um, praying for better days, Uh, so I hope that everything you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100 times more than what you asked for, and it comes sooner than you actually expected to be here. And make sure you give out love, light, prosperity, as well as positive vibes, frequencies, and words. You never know, all those things can really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild.